Hello, Mama C. How are you, sister? So good to see everybody. So good to see everybody. God is so good, and we love you all so very much. This is the Truth Factor where we do headlines with an attitude. We had such a oh, strenuous day yesterday. I'll tell you, I was so mind boggled, it wasn't even funny. Just so much happened yesterday, and I just can't even begin to tell you. But we're back today, just wanting to check on everybody first and foremost, um, praying that all is well with everybody. And we know that when the day comes, last night it got dark kind of quick after that storm, and so when light comes, it could look a lot worse. So I'm just checking in with everybody. Hello, Miss Tina, how are you? um, and seeing how everybody is. And so, and I hope everybody is well. We've got just a couple of articles to cover. We're going to get right into them. Oh, you're good. I don't have my glasses on, so it looks okay to me from here. That second E just blends right in with the other one. Oh, no worries, Miss Tina. You're good. Anyway, I am blessed, sister, blessed, just blessed. Had a wonderful service today at church, and I'll tell you, just I feel very blessed, and I'm grateful for everything that God has done and is doing in my life. That is for sure. Okay, so um, we're going to start with this here little article today, guys. The Philippines are saying that the Chinese Coast Guard attacked its vessels for a second day. Now you're thinking attack? Well, not the general type of an attack, I guess you'd say. The Chinese Coast Guard targeted the Philippine vessels with water cannons blast Sunday and remained one of them, causing damage and endangering Filipino crew members of disputed shoal in the South China Sea. Just a day after similar hostilities at another contested shoal, Philippine officials said the Philippines and its treaty ally, the United States, immediately condemned the latest confrontation near the second Thomas Shoal, where two Filipino Navy operated supply boats and two Philippine Coast Guard escort ships had sailed to deliver food and other supplies to Filipino forces in a long maroon Navy ship that serves as territorial outpost. We condemn once again China's latest unprovoked acts of coercion and dangerous maneuvers against a legitimate and routine Philippine rotation and resupply mission to Agan Shoal that has put the lives of our people at risk, a Philippine government task force that deals with the territorial dispute said in a statement. Using a Filipino name for the shoal, the Chinese Coast Guard's high-pressure water cannon blast disabled and severely damaged the engines of the Filipino supply boat, the ML Kalan, which has had to be towed back to Western Philippine province in Palawan. The Philippine officials said, adding that the action seriously endangered the lives of the crew. One of the two Philippines Coast Guard escort ships, the BRP Cabral, sustained damage to its mast due to the water cannon blast. Another supply boat was rammed by a Chinese Coast Guard ship, but still managed to maneuver away and deliver supplies to the Filipino Marines at the second Thomas Shoal, they said. Drone video footage and photographs issued by the Filipino Coast Guard showed two Chinese Coast Guard ships separately blasting water cannons at close range at the BRP Cabra and a smaller supply boat. The systematic and consistent manner in which the People's Republic of China carries out these illegal and irresponsible actions puts it into question and significant doubt that the sincerity of its calls for a peaceful dialogue. It said, we demand that China demonstrate that it is responsible and trustworthy member of the international community. The Chinese Coast Guard said it had implemented controls in accordance with laws and regulations. The statement gave no details about the measures taken by said the Philippine action seriously infringed on China's sovereignty. It also claimed a Philippine vessel ignored warnings and in violation of international regulations, made a sharp turn in unprofessional and dangerous manner, and intentionally collided with the Chinese Coast Guard ship, causing scratching. The responsibility lies entirely with the Filipino side, the Coast Guard said. Anyway, guys, we can definitely see that there's going to be two sides to this story. I am looking forward to more information coming forth, maybe a video or something to really shed some light on who truly was at fault here. But it doesn't look too good for the boat being hammered with that water cannon, does it? Anyway, then we also have an update from our WKRN for their severe weather update. Where do things stand? It says Davidson County remains under a state of emergency after the deadly tornado outbreak. And this is, I think this was at 1:17 was the updated on December 10th. So this was the latest. Yesterday was unfortunately another heartbreaking day for Nashville and others in Middle Tennessee. While the days and the weeks ahead will be challenging, we will respond, Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell said. Metro Nashville officials hold press conferences after deadly tornado. Below is a look at how Nashville agency responded to the tornadoes and where things stand. Nashville Fire Department. The Nashville Fire Department transported 19 people with storm-related injuries. The fire department is operating regularly, and their urban search and rescue team is accompanying residents of an impacted areas to retrieve items, according to officials. Nashville Office of Emergency Management. The Nashville Office of Emergency Management said 3 people, including a child, died on Nesbitt Drive in Madison after a tornado hit a mobile home park. The OEM said that they received 244 calls for services since 4 p.m. Saturday. A barge currently sits abandoned around the 214-mile marker on the Cumberland River, officials said. Both the Coast Guard and Tennessee Emergency Management Agency have been notified. The Metro Nashville Police Department Urban Search and Rescue Team is also on the ground clearing impacted area. While the Police Department Aviation Unit flies overhead, officers have closed multiple roads for impacted areas in Madison and North Nashville. According to officials, multiple roads are still closed due to down power line poles in the area on Dickerson Pike and Gallatin Park Pike. Guys, I will tell you, as somebody that lived in Nashville, if you've got a good portion of Dickerson Pike and Gallatin Pike closed, it's going to be hard. I mean, you still can get around, but those are 2 major thoroughs. So, and depending on where they're closed and everything else, could make it a very difficult challenge to get around that town. That's for sure. The American Red Cross set up shelter for dispatched residents at Isaac Litton Alumni Center, located at 4500 Gallatin Pike. Officials said approximately 25 clients and 4 dogs came to the shelter. Metro Animal Care and Control in Nashville, Humane, are collecting supplies for pets that may show up at the shelter. The Office of the Homeless Services. Officials with the Office of Homeless are going out to camps, assessing the needs of the unhoused. Water and snacks have been purchased and will be distributed to the unhoused while officials ensure that they have a way to get to shelter. Metro Social Services have been in communication and emergency officials and is prepared to respond to emergency shelters and wherever else is needed. Crews have also been checking in with assisted living facilities and other locations, ensuring their needs are met. Metro Water Services. All Metro Water Services are operating on Nashville Electric Service power. However, officials said a 5,000-gallon diesel tank leaked an unknown amount of fuel into the Dry Creek next to the Cumberland River, located at 1200 block of Northgate Business Parkway. Wow. The Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation is aware of the situation. The brush and debris collection for any resident who need to put debris at the curb for collection. All items may be separated into 3 different piles and placed into the curb or street side for collection. Any debris that is not separated will not be collected. These 3 different classifications for collection are white goods and metals, construction and demolition debris, lumber, windows, etc., and vegetation, brush, limbs, and all other yard waste. So that's awesome that they do that, right? Items should not be put in public alleys as they need to stay clear for emergency crews and trash collection services. Nashville Electric Service, NES, has restored power to nearly 18,000 customers. However, about 27,000 customers are still without power. NES substation in Hendersonville and North Nashville received significant damage that is also impacting the transmission system coming out of Sautersville and Edenwood substations. Officials said that most of the current outages are fed from these substations and transmission lines in those areas. Crew expect some of the outages to be prolonged, but NES will have a better understanding later Sunday as they assess the damage. All right. And like I said, it'll be, there'll probably another update later. I'll probably try and post that in the community tab for you guys if they give another update later. We also have from the BBC, guys, this was pretty crazy. There was an explosion and a fireball seen as the storm sweeps through Tennessee. A funnel cloud moving over Madison, a suburb in Tennessee, caused electrical flashes and a small explosion seen in a video shared on social media. Parts of Tennessee were hit by the tornadoes and severe storms on Saturday, and at least 6 people have died as a result. Let's see if we can look real quick here. Well, yeah, maybe not. Okay, I thought it would go straight to it, but it didn't. Anyway, there's a video there if you guys want to look at it. You're more than welcome to. It's in the Wixit here, guys. And we also have this here tornado watch issued for central southeastern Virginia. And this was updated at about 1:59 Eastern time. So probably 2 hours ago, because it's 3 now here, which means it's 4 there. So probably about 2 hours ago. Richmond, Virginia, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch for parts of central and southeastern Virginia until 8 on Sunday. A tornado watch is issued when severe thunderstorms and tornadoes are possible in and near the watch area, according to National Weather Service. The watch was issued at 1:30 on Sunday, December 9th, and is in effect until 8 p.m. A couple of tornadoes are possible in the area, as well as the isolated hail up to a quarter size and isolated wind gust up to 65. And it said not on December 9th, but it has today's date up here. So I don't know, guys. But it says Sunday up here. So maybe they got the wrong, because it says Sunday, right? It's until 8 on Sunday. So maybe it started at 1:30 Saturday, but it says Sunday. I guess they got the wrong date right there, because it still says Sunday, guys. Anyway, and then you can see the I guess all of it right here is all in the tornado watch in the yellow there. A couple of tornadoes are possible in the watch area, as well as isolated hail up to quarter size and isolated wind gusts of up to 65 miles an hour. And you guys can see how much is in the yellow. And this down here, wow, that's quite a bit. I think this is in North Carolina over here, guys. Anyway, that's a large watch area. Then we also have Florida is impact day to tornado watch issued for parts of central Florida as severe storms are possible. A first warning impact day has been declared due to the possibility of strong severe storms on Sunday. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a marginal risk, a 1 out of 5 for severe thunderstorms. Marion County and Sumter County have been placed under the tornado watch until 5. And that is over here, it looks like. An approaching cold front to the forecast to bring rain and storms in the evening. 1 to 2 inches of rain possible west of Interstate 75. There will be a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms, and some characteristics may include strong, sporadic, and damaging winds with speeds reaching 40 miles an hour. Strong downpours and a low chance for a brief tornado. This is the same storm system that spawned a deadly tornado in Tennessee. 6 people were killed. So that's telling you take it serious, right? The worst of the weather is expected from 2 to 7. And I think we're in that time frame right now. It says by Monday morning the rain will come to an end, but will our warmer weekend afternoon high temperatures will kick off the week. Sunny, but high temps are likely to fall into the lower 60s. Stay with the WESH 2 online and on air for the most accurate Central Florida weather forecast. Anyway, let's see. And then we also have Alabama. Alabama 811 tornado warning for eastern Lee County, latest on the tornado watch. They have now issued a tornado warning for parts of Lee County. The worrisome rotation is approaching Alabama 51 north of Society Hill. It appears that it will rotate northeastward and approach US 280 between Oblique and Smith Station. If you have any friends or relatives in that area, it would be a good time to wake them up. If you're in Polygon, go to a safe place or the lowest floor of your home in the central room or closet. Put as many walls between you and the outside as you can. Protect your head and help with a helmet of some type. Take pillows, blankets, or mattress with you. Wear hard-soled shoes and have a whistle. Tornado watch remains in effect for areas along the ahead of the line of the storm. They are shown in the purple here. Guys, I can't make all that out. It's really small. But hopefully this will help somebody if they need to see it. And that was this morning, though. It looks like at 4:45 a.m. Okay. Then we also have multiple explosions, guys. One killed in a house explosion in upstate New York. At least one person was killed in a house explosion, left several surrounding homes damaged in a residential neighborhood in Juanita, New York on Saturday evening, authorities said. The explosion was reported at 5:30 p.m. local time, according to Juanita Fire Department. Photos from the scene showed heavy flames burning at a home with extensive debris strewn across the front yard and roadway and nearby houses with significant damage. Wow, guys, that is horrible. New York, Hochul reported on social media that one person has died in the incident. The victim was not immediately identified. Local officials did not immediately say if any others had been injured. The full extent of the damage was unclear. An investigation into the cause was underway, the fire department said. However, Hochul disclosed that prior to the explosion, New York State electric gas personnel were on site responding to a reported gas odor. Wow. Juanita is located about 80 miles west of Albany. So now we know where that is. Wow, guys. We know it was probably a gas leak when you see that kind of explosion, right? Debris and stuff. And we also have from the NL, which is Netherlands Times, an explosion at a business premises in Val-Lardingen. Mayor orders building to close. There was an explosion in a business premises in the Koningsstraat in the Valgen on Friday evening. According to the police, no one was injured. However, the facade of the building was badly damaged. And so the police have cordoned off the area around the building for investigation and are looking for witnesses. The mayor of Valdering, Bert, can't even say his last name, is taking situation very seriously. The municipality stated that the business premises and the house of the Koningsstraat will be closed immediately, as will the house of Greta Hofstraalen. This measure is of great importance to local residents. However, the prevention of danger and the sense of security for these people and also for the immediate surroundings come first. Last Tuesday, there was an explosion in the house of Oosterhorst in Valderen. The residents were at home in the time of explosion, but luckily no one was injured. However, the facade of the house was damaged, according to the municipality, and camera has since been installed at the house. Anyway. All of these explosions in such a short time, huh? And then this one here, probably very concerning for some people, this explosion in Iran. Tehran, Iran, a massive explosion has rocked the hydrocarbon refinery in eastern Iran's Burjan Special Economic Zone, with the fire now engulfing all 18 reserves in the refinery. The fire has spread to all 18 reservoirs of the Burjan Economic Special Zone's refinery, and the intensity of these flames have increased, Governor Ali Fazeli told IRNA on Sunday. He further said that the 3 of the reservoirs have already exploded and the fire has reached all the remaining storage units. Due to the constant threat of further explosions, the rescue teams have temporarily withdrawn from the scene. No casualties were reported. In a telephone conversation with the governor of South Khorasan Province, Interior Minister Ahmed Vahadi required about the latest developments in the refinery. Governor Javad Ghahana briefed the minister on the ongoing crisis management efforts undertaken by the emergency service and executive authorities. So, guys, there's been definitely quite a few explosions here and there, and it seems like everywhere today in the last few days. Hey there, Pastor Sam. How are you? Ongoing U.S. air operations and joint military exercise in Guam. That is concerning, I do believe, considering we reported that situation in Venezuela trying to invade or, I don't know, provoke something in that area. I think they're trying to claim that Guyana, however you say that, they're trying to take that, and we'll see how that goes, right? And God bless you too as well, Pastor Sam. Hello, MG. How are you? Anyway, that is what we have for today, guys. Those are the updates. I hope anybody that's in Virginia, we know Sweet Jenna's up there, Faith Over Fears in that area. So we just pray for each and every person that's in that area. And we'll continue to give updates if we can, as quickly as we can. And I will be looking to probably, if it's not urgent, we'll post it in the community tab, just to let everybody know. Anyway, God bless y'all and have a blessed day.